Good Saturday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy with TFG Sports Media and Kendrick Sports Hustle. We are giving our reactions to Team USA men. They just wrapped up Group C pool play with the big victory over Puerto Rico. We're going to talk a little bit about that, just give my insight, my thoughts on today's matchup and what's next. But before we jump into that, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That is TFG Sports Media right here on YouTube, as well as Kendrick Sports Hustle. That's SportzHustle. Make sure you like and follow both of them on Facebook, if you will, if you so kindly will. Also, you can follow me. That is Kendrick Roland Henderson on Facebook, my personal profile. You can do that as well. You also can follow me on Instagram. That is Kendrick1969 on IG. And you can also follow me on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51. So again, we're just going to pop in here and give you some my insight on this Team USA men, what's next for them next week. And also, we got more Olympic action coming your way. You can check out today. We got, I think, Sha'Carri Richardson. She will run today, I believe. I think it may be the semifinals, I believe. And I do know Noah Lyles has already, the other sprinter for the men, Team USA, he moved on to the semifinals for them, which I believe will be tomorrow. And he didn't take it that serious. He actually came in second in his heat. So I read up on that just a few minutes ago. So he wasn't taking these other sprinters serious. So you better get in here. These are Olympics, and nobody's coming here half stepping. So he's the favorite, as well as Sha'Carri is the USA women's favorite in 100 meters as well. So definitely we got that to look forward to. We know Simone Biles, she's steady racking up gold medals. She got another one, I believe. Team USA is faring well at the Paris Olympics. But let's talk about the USA team, the men's team. They got the victory over Puerto Rico. It just wrapped up a few minutes ago, 104-83. And Puerto Rico jumped, they started out hot and heavy, especially from downtown, from three-point land. And but that shooting didn't continue. That old saying, coaches say, you live by the three, you die by the three. And Puerto Rico had, they very quick. They definitely like to put up a lot of three-pointers, but if those things stop going down, then you put yourself in a big hole, especially when you're playing a team with the type of talent Team USA has. And again, Puerto Rico started out 4 for 8 from three-point field, and then they ended up the first half 4 for 16, and then overall, I think they ended up only hitting like 3 more three-pointers the rest of the way. So I think they were 11 for like 38. But Team USA, they did what they had to do. They jumped, the second quarter, they jumped out on Puerto Rico. They finally, put their foot on the pedal, and they outscored Puerto Rico by 23 points in the second quarter, and they would take a 64-45 lead at the half. They were led by Anthony Edwards at the half, who had a great first half, 12 points, 5 for 7 from the field, and he pretty much took over. He was that dude for Team USA today. And I said that it's probably going to always be somebody different for this team that's going to show up. And Anthony Edwards, he has that energy. He doesn't start; he comes off the bench, but he when he gets in there, he just brings a whole different type of energy. But he would end up finishing the game with 26 points. He was 11 for 15 from the field, 3 for 6 from downtown, and he got a highlight reel dunk, a windmill dunk, Vince Carter-esque, if you will, and he got him pumped up in that second half. But Anthony Edwards, I think, is that dude. I think his energy, man, it just is infectious, and I think it just spreads around the team, and I think he just gives this team a whole different type of energy. So again, he led the Team USA with 26 points. LeBron James had his steady game. LeBron, again, I said this on my last live stream. He's looking a little bit more energized to me for some reason. He's playing with a lot more energy. He only had 10 points, but he also had 6 rebounds and 8 assists. They didn't need a lot from LeBron today. He did just what he needs to do. He makes his presence known in all facets, especially in offense. He had 10 points again, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Joel Embiid, who didn't play last game against South Sudan, which I said I get it. It wasn't the right matchup. He started today and he had a solid game, 15 points, 3 rebounds. And he got a lot of the boo birds from France. I don't get that. I think Joel Embiid is he part French? I thought he was from Cameroon. I'm not sure, but they definitely had the boo birds out for him. I do know that. Oh, by the way, make sure you comment. Make sure you like this live stream. Comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd like to know your thoughts on Team USA. The win they got over Puerto Rico today as well. Kevin Durant, he had 11 points. He's still shooting pretty solid from the field. He was 4 for 8 from the field, 3 for 7 from the 3-point line, and the U.S. had 29 assists. Again, what that tells me that this team is starting to share the ball on the offensive side, which they did. They had like 29, 28 assists, I believe, last game. So they're showing in their half-court sets that they can share the ball, and they're getting more comfortable with playing with one another, knowing where each man wants the ball, especially on the offensive end. Defensively, I still think they gotta tighten it up a little bit, but I think they'll be all right. I think it's just going to be, long as they can make things happen on the offensive side of the court. Make sure they defend defensive rebound well. I think this team, again, they should win the gold. I didn't say it was going to be easy, but they still should win the gold. Germany is looking good. They put the beat down on France, I believe, last night. So Germany and Canada, those two teams are probably going to be their biggest test. Definitely Germany and Canada are going to be their biggest test, and see where they live up to that test. Again, they were 3-0 in Group C pool play, so now they move to the knockout round, which moves to Paris. That starts on Tuesday, and they are the number 1 seed. Excuse me. The Team USA men, they are the number 1 seed. So I think in the knockout round, the seeding probably really doesn't matter that much at this point. I think because we all know that U.S. is there, France is there, Germany is there, Canada is there, and so it's going to be a tough way to go. So they just got to make sure that they are ready to go every night. And again, that knockout round pool, that it starts on Tuesday. Now we don't know yet who Team USA is going to play. I'm sure we'll know that before by the end of the events today. I'm sure they'll have the schedule out, or maybe by tomorrow, for when and who and what time that Team USA is playing. Now, Kevin Durant is closing in on some U.S. Olympic history, by the way. In this game, Kevin Durant became the all-time leading rebounder in USA Olympic history. That is men or women. He became the all-time leading rebounder in USA Olympic history, men and women. I think he's only like 5 points shy now of becoming the all-time leading scorer in USA Olympic history, men and women, and he would overtake Carmelo Anthony. So that is that's some history that's looking to be made by Kevin Durant. Again, and he's had a solid Olympics so far. He's been that guy, especially when you need an outside three. He and Anthony Edwards have been very consistent. Now the guy that hasn't been, he hasn't found his shot, and we know he's, arguably the best 3-point shooter of all time. That is Stephen Curry. He has not found his shot. He had 8 points in this game. He was 2 for 4 from the 3-point from downtown, but he just hasn't looked comfortable. He hasn't been that, where he goes off and hits 3 or 4 in a row. He just hadn't had that. He hadn't done that. So he's still looking to find his shot. Now, Drew Holiday did not play, not because of a DNP. Now, it wasn't a coach decision. He actually rolled his ankle against South Sudan in the last game, and so they decided to err on the side of caution. That is head coach Steve Kerr. and the rest of the staff and hold him out of this game. So Drew Holiday didn't play against Puerto Rico today, but every other player did play. Tyrese Halliburton, everybody played today. Tyrese Halliburton did not score, but they did play. Jason Tatum started for the second game in a row. I think he had 9 points, had a couple of rebounds, and a couple of assists. So, again, Team USA got the big win over Puerto Rico, 104-83. Again, they ended Group C pool play with 3-0, undefeated. They now get ready for the knockout round, which takes place on Tuesday. Again, we don't know the schedule, but Canada and Germany and France are there as well, and Germany is looking solid. Canada, they got a couple of NBA stars on their team as well, waiting. They had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the studio with Mike Tirico, so he was watching Team USA. They also got Jamal Murray on Team Canada, as well as R.J. Barnett, I believe, on Team Canada. So they got some talent on that Canada team, as well as France got some talent, we know, even though they just got beat by Germany. Germany got some talent too. They got a couple of NBA guys on there, Dennis Schroeder, to name a few. So, again, Team USA moves on to the knockout round, again, with the big win over Puerto Rico. That ends Puerto Rico's goal to try to get into a medal round. They're finished as far as at these Paris Olympics. So again, today we got track and field. We got Sha'Carri Richardson. Dallas is on. She's going to be running in her 100-meter heat today. Some other track and field events that's going on right now. So you can catch them on NBC, USA Network, CNBC. They streaming on Peacock. So they're going to be showing all these different events on different platforms. So you just have to look at your local listings, at your Olympic listings, to see where you can find each one of those events and what time they're going to be taking place. So again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. I just wanted to pop in and give my thoughts on this. And Anthony Edwards, again, I think he is the key. I think he is definitely the Energizer Bunny for this squad. I think he and Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James, I think those three are the key to this team, to how easy it's going to be to win this gold medal, or how difficult it may be if one of those three don't really put in a solid performance. I think it is going to be up to those three guys, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Edwards, to carry this team to that gold medal. That's just my thoughts. I'd like to know your thoughts. If you watch this later, put your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That is Kendrick Sports Hustle on YouTube, as well as TFG Sports Media. Make sure you like and follow them both on Facebook. You can also follow me on Facebook, my personal, Kendrick Roland Henderson. Also on Instagram, you can follow me at Kdrick1969, and on TikTok at Kendrick Henderson 51. So again, I'm going to get out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm going to post the story here to TFG Sports Media here in just a few minutes. Kobe Bryant, the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant, and his daughter, Gigi Bryant. There was a new statue unveiling of these two on Friday outside of Crypto.com Arena, and this statue is really beautiful. So I'm going to post that story, that segment I did on that here in a few minutes to TFG Sports Media. Make sure you go check it out. Make sure you like it, comment, share it to all your social media platforms. Again, I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report and on the next live stream. Again, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I am out. Peace.